All right, my friends, now it's time to talk about improved GI-ProBalance. So we had the original GI-Pro back in 2004, I think, and then we went to GI-ProBalance, and now we have our third incarnation, which is improved GI-ProBalance. Well, what do probiotics do? Why are they important? Well, probiotics are organisms in your gut that help you with a lot of things. It may help you with acid reflux or heartburn, diarrhea or constipation, gas and bloating, cramping sometimes, fatigue very often, and even nausea. So you want to have the right balance of probiotics to help you in those areas. Well, it seems that a lot of people don't have the right balance. In fact, in the US, there's about 70 million people who suffer from some form of digestive issue. That is a huge percentage of our total population. And in the EU, it's about 86% of Europeans. In Canada, it's 54% of the adults suffering from digestive-related issues. That's important stuff. So, probiotics, we've already talked about them a little bit, so just quickly to reinforce, these are beneficial bacteria that have a number of benefits for you that we'll reinforce here in the next few minutes. Probiotic sales right now worldwide. I give you these sales numbers because I want you to understand how important this is to the number of people that it's important to. And it's huge and it's growing. So probiotic sales right now is about 57 billion US dollars, but it's expected to grow at a rate of 7.7% per year. So those numbers are just going to keep going up because all of those issues that I talked about in the early part of this presentation, those things are unlikely to go away. Rather, probably are going to keep getting worse. So then, as the population ages, they're generally not producing as much beneficial probiotic as they should. People who have lactose intolerance, and I'll show you some numbers, that's a huge number of people, by the way. Anyone suffering from skin conditions, and anyone who has less than an optimal diet, which according to studies is most people. So the original GI Pro was the product that I made back in, I guess, 2004, and that had 3 strains, which was very good, and it was completely new and different. Nothing had been done like it before, where we combined prebiotic and probiotic in the same formula. Then we upgraded to GI Pro, and now, as of today, we're introducing our new upgraded GI-ProBalance, and this has some significant improvements. We've added 2 more strains of probiotic bacteria, which are very hardy, very resistant to stomach acid. That's important too. Not all probiotics can survive stomach acid. It's a very, very important thing to know. New scientific study shows us that the greater variety of probiotics you have, the healthier the gut tends to be. So we wanted to increase the number, increase the variety, going from 6 to 8. There's always somebody who says to me, oh, what are the 8? Like it really is important or they're going to remember. All right, so this has been recorded, and you can watch this as many times as you want. The information's all there for you, but these are the 8, if you want to take a look at them quickly. And by the way, number 8 on the list, rhamnosus, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, we'll be talking more about that in this presentation, and that's not in order of importance. It just happened to be number 8 as I typed it on the slide. Okay. So then, prebiotic rich fibers and glyconutrients. Mannapol is in this. AmbroGuard, which is our premium form of arabinogalactan. We've also added to it new prebiotics. We'll highlight those in a few minutes. So here's our comparison chart showing the second version of GI Pro, which was GI-ProBalance, to our third improvement in this process, which is the new improved GI-ProBalance. You look at the original, it had 15 billion organisms at time of formulation. Now the new one has 50, that is 50 billion organisms. a huge improvement. Also, at time of expiration, because those organisms, because this is a synbiotic, which means there's a prebiotic in the container to feed the probiotic so that they can continue to live and thrive until you're ready to use them. So on the original, or on the last product, 1.5 billion organisms were still viable or alive at the expiration date. Now it's 8.5 billion at expiration. We're getting better at what we're doing here. We had 6 strains, now we have 8 strains. And before we had prebiotics, as you see on the left side of the slide, fructooligosaccharides, of course, the most common prebiotics. And oligo, by the way, is from an ancient Greek word which means many or very many, all right? So you've heard monosaccharide, polysaccharide. When there's very many, it's an oligosaccharide, all right? So fructooligosaccharides, gum acacia, gum tragacanth, and we get many of our glycans that we use in ambrotose from gum acacia and gum tragacanth. Now, to this new improved formula, we've added mannopol, the most important glycan that was ever discovered, and Ambrogard, which I would rate as number 2, the second most important, but really powerful. So there's a big improvement between the previous version and the new version of this product. Once again, the no list is pretty long. It's gluten-free, no MSG, suitable for vegetarians, contains naturally sourced ingredients, remains viable without refrigeration. It's our own process and it works beautifully. No artificial flavors or sweeteners, and the ingredients are supported by solid scientific study, as you expect from Mannatech always. Low glycemic means it won't raise your blood sugar, even though it tastes good. When you taste, wow, this tastes good, okay? And it is keto and low carb diet friendly, and of course, non-GMO.